Viewer discretion is advised.
The next car is the McLaren F1 GTR Longtail. So this is a GT1 car, which is pretty interesting. So we're going to go out there. We're going to actually change the time up just a bit. Kind of getting tired of the early morning. So let's go to like, ooh, I don't know. Let's say like 6 o'clock. Maybe not 6. How about 5 o'clock? Do 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock seems pretty good. Okay. So this is a GT1 car, so this is going to be pretty interesting. I would like to save the Mercedes for last, just because I know Jeff was really kind of praising the Mercedes. He really liked it, so I want to kind of save that for last. The interior on this instantly awesome. I mean, I remember having a little model one of these. It wasn't a race car. It was the street car of the McLaren, the one that had the center seat in the middle. And those things, it was just awesome. Little model car when you're young. Wow, okay, the power. Okay, something that I can tell about, look, oh my god, okay, the steering, instantly I can tell you, is going to be a problem. All right, let's try to figure this out. Now, let me get on the track. Okay, now, what you see the wheel do is what my wheel does. So I'm turning this much. That's how much the car turns from that little bit of an input. So the steering degrees on this thing are, it's very small. Like, look at this. It's barely turning the car to make this turn. This car is gonna be nuts, and it's gonna take a couple laps to get used to, I have a feeling. The gearing is kind of set up to how I learn how to run this track. So it's a pretty nice gear ratio, unlike the BMW wasn't bad. It was just, it had those really long gears. And with this one, it kind of feels a little more like what I learned this track in, which was the GT3 Bentley. So I kind of know what gear to be in, you know, when to shift down and stuff like that. So this car feels very quick. And I gotta be honest, not really liking the 5 o'clock. It looks kind of blown out, to be honest. Doesn't look very good. I mean, the game's beautiful, but I just don't like the way this lighting looks. I thought it would be better, and it's kind of not. Okay, that didn't like third gear. Typically go into third there. We're gonna kind of ride third out here. Am I all the way pinned at third, or do I have a little more room to go? We'll find out when I get on this little straightaway here. No, I'm bouncing off third. Okay, so I could probably go into fourth around that corner. Ooh, hold it. Clutch in. Keep the thing from dying. All right. I like the little red line that's like, yeah, let's not get it under those RPMs. How about that? Is it better with the lights off? Yeah, I think it is. Whoa, holy bumps, Batman. All right. We're gonna give this another shot. All right, so this thing is interesting. I mean, it's very quick. The steering is so short, but it's tight. A really interesting feel. And I don't set up the force feedback for each vehicle like you're supposed to, because, you know, Project Cars is meant for you to kind of go through and set up a force feedback feel for each vehicle. I just don't have the time or the know-how to do something like that. So I know Frugal Pete did a video on that, or Frugal Sim actually, that you should check out if you are someone that would like to actually do that. And he will explain how to actually go through and do that. I just don't have the time. When I want to... is that going to count? Yep, okay, we stayed enough on the course, I guess. Yeah, I just don't have the time. When I want to race, I want to race. I don't want to set up force feedback. Okay, good corner. Well, good enough. Not perfect. No. Oh, stay in it. You gotta lift a little bit. You can't go flat out over that or you spin like crazy. Learn that the hard way. Flat out all through here. It's a pretty nice car. It's pretty quiet, to be honest. I mean, You would think like a GT1 car or McLaren, it would be loud. Pretty quiet, pretty mild. Oh my god, okay. Alright, let's see what we can pull off. Not the greatest lap, but not bad. We got a 113. Not great. It wasn't the greatest lap, but it wasn't the worst at the same time. I was okay with it. We'll see if this lap can be any better. Lift, lift, lift. There we go. Cut it, cut it, cut it. In it, in it, in it. Stick with it. That's not meant to drift that corner, but that works, I guess. I really didn't. The whole car just went sideways, but I'll take it. Because we ended up kind of slingshotting through that corner a little faster than I think if we had tried to slow down. We were going way too fast, and it's just the whole thing slid. I thought we were just going to go sideways and wreck. No! We were 0.6 seconds ahead. It was a great lap. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. That's just going to rip the whole time away. We're not even going to pass the 113 of the previous lap. We're not going as fast as we could be on this straightaway. Shoot. Really sucks all around, but it happens. Go ahead and just try to pull another good lap here. We'll do one more counted lap. See what we can get. Come on. And we'll jump into the next vehicle after that. Come on. Stick with me. You got it. Alright, cut it, cut it, cut it. Ooh, a little bit sideways, but it held in there. Alright, let's not Tokyo this corner again. Oh, that's not good. That's not what we want. Well, that's pretty unfortunate. But that's the name of the game. We were pushing it through that corner as hard as we could. I think a 113 is... yeah, it's not bad, but I would have thought this car would have been able to go a lot quicker. It feels very good. I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's fast. The steering is a little too much. I mean, like, it's good at top speed, but I don't know. It's weird that you don't turn that much. Look at the speed wobbles, legitimate speed wobbles. Oh my god. It legitimately just oh, wow, okay. So yeah, that was the McLaren. I like it. As of right now, there hasn't been a vehicle that I have disliked. They're all been ridiculous, but that's good. They're very good cars. So we'll jump into the next one. Okay, so we're gonna finish off the DLC with the Mercedes-Benz CLK LM. This is also a GT1 car, so we're gonna kind of pin it against the time of the McLaren, which on an okay lap was a 113. So we're going to try to see if we can kind of beat that with a Mercedes. This is the one that Jeff wrote me and was like, I love it. I love the Mercedes. So we'll see how it handles on this track. It seems like it's going to be very low to the ground. It is a shifter. That is loud. It is a shifter, but I don't have the cable to plug my shifter in. I've ordered it. It's on the way, so I should have it eventually. But I'm just going to have to use paddle shifters. This thing sounds very good. First impression. Whoa, those shift lights are interesting. Really interesting. Okay, we're going to keep the lights on. I'm like, whoa, okay. I do like the fact that there's the Mercedes logo on the hood. Like you're driving like a Mercedes sedan. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Okay, so it lights up all the way. It'll light up the other one on the other side when ready to shift. Bam. Okay. Good to know. We're going to take it easy. Tires are cold. Car is scary. Fast. Loud. Seems like it's going to handle very well. I like the steering. The steering feels a lot better than the McLaren. The McLaren's, I don't know, I didn't like how short the degrees of rotation were on the McLaren. This has a little better rotation to it. It feels a little lighter too. It doesn't feel so heavy. It's very quick. Very quick. We'll see how it handles these bumps at speed. Still cold tires, gotta remember that. Well, it handles it. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Alright, I need to find out how to shift this car. Okay. Alright, let's see what we're gonna cross the line at. 160. Alright, this is gonna be the first. It has a very... It has a lot of RPMs between the two gears. You downshift and you're bouncing it off the rev limiter, so that's going to be a little interesting to manage, get used to. Okay, let's go wide and cut it. I know this lap doesn't count, but we're going to see what we can do anyway. It wasn't too bad of a mess up. At least we can get the ballpark of what we want to get done here. Ooh, coming over the crest. God, it gets so bumpy. This car is very low. This is a good track to test, you know, how low a car is. If it scrapes around the entire course, then it's a pretty low car. Oh, okay. All right, we're losing it. Just let her do her thing. Okay. We should get back out there. Okay. Oops. All right, let's just try to recover from that. We're not crossing the line at 160. We're about 30 miles an hour off. Really going to affect us, so we'll brake at the 2 cones. Try to make that speed back up. This lap does count. Let's try to... The gearing is quite different on this one. I'm really having to train myself on, you know, where to shift it. Okay, let's go wide. Cut. Come on, get in it. All right, avoid the rumble strip. Watch out for the bumps. And we're good. Okay, pretty good lap. Not the greatest. We didn't have a lot of speed coming across that front stretch, so it's definitely beatable. Woo! Interesting, okay. Very interesting how that reacted. Interesting, okay, what am I doing? I'm doing donuts. Celebration. Before it's even over. Wow, okay, that was really interesting. The whole car, there wasn't a dramatic movement of the wheel or anything. The whole car slid sideways. That was very interesting. Let's just try to get up to a speed and run a good lap here. So we have to be careful on the backstretch. This one, I don't know if this one's going to be a flat-out car. 156 coming across the line. Not bad. Got to stay in the power. I want to see lights on that steering wheel at all times. Where are my lights at? Get out of it. Get back in it. There we go. Coming across. I like that corner. It's a fun corner. This one, on the other hand, tricky. Like as soon as you see that steering wheel, you gotta, or that steering wheel, that cone, you gotta come in and cut it. Oh man, it's just, it is a journey. It's a fun. It's a fun. It's a me. Why did I turn into Mario? Like, it's a fun. I honestly don't know why I did that. Oh man, this heat is affecting me. There we go. Come on. Push it. What are we gonna get? Come on, beat that 113. Not by much, though. Really not by much. I mean, a 112.6, and that was a pretty decent lap. I think that the McLaren would definitely beat this car. I did a sloppy lap with the McLaren and got a 113. I pushed it pretty hard with this car. Oh, I would love to have pulled that drift off. That would have been amazing, but I'm not that good. And we killed it, so... But yeah, I think the McLaren definitely would beat this car. I did a sloppy lap, turned to 113. I did a pretty decent lap, in my opinion, and got a 112. So I would say that if I had to pick, because they're both GT1 cars, if I had to pick this car over the McLaren, I'd pick the McLaren. It was the steering was different. I prefer the steering in the Mercedes, but it was easier to control. They're about the same speed, but it seemed easier to control. So I really liked the way it maneuvered. It was very nice. So that's pretty much all of them, unless I missed one, which I probably did because I'm a noob and I didn't bring up a sheet on my other monitor telling me all the cars. I think that was all of them. If I missed one, I'll do another one. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to meet up with Jeff probably sometime tomorrow, and hopefully me and him can get together and maybe do a little racing in any of the new vehicles we have here. So if you guys have any suggestions on tracks you would like to see us race on, or even a combination of tracks and cars or anything like that, definitely let us know. We're always open to suggestions. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see Project Cars become a regular series on my channel, maybe once, maybe twice a week, definitely hit that like button or let me know in the comments, and I will set out a time to do that, because I've got a couple holes in my schedule right now where I'm kind of free to upload whatever, and I'm trying to get games in there that I really enjoy, this being one of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.